Greetings and welcome on board. In our today's lesson, we will continue with the chapter Professional Practice in Taxation. And our today's focus is on tax agents, their appointment, their obligations, and professional liability. We're going to study tax agents, the appointment of tax agents, obligations of tax agents, and professional liability of tax agents. And candidates, tax agents play a vital role. They play a pivotal role in the tax system. Tax agents provide guidance, they provide representation to individuals and also businesses on tax matters. And their expertise and professionalism are essential for ensuring compliance with the tax laws and regulations. And as far as appointment of tax agents is concerned, the process for appointing a tax agent varies from jurisdiction to jurisdiction. The appointment, in other words, depends on the jurisdiction. And in many countries, individuals and businesses can choose either to represent themselves or appoint a qualified tax agent to handle their tax affairs. And tax agents typically possess professional certifications or designations which demonstrate their expertise in tax law and practice. So the appointment depends on jurisdiction. There are some jurisdictions which require certain certifications or designations and so on. Now for obligations, tax obligations of the obligations of the tax agents, we can say that tax agents have a range of responsibilities to their clients and to the tax authorities. And these obligations include, if we may list them down, obligations of tax agents. Obligations. Tax agents obligations. I've said that tax agents have responsibility towards their clients as well as the tax authorities. Okay? And the first obligation is providing accurate and timely tax advice. Providing accurate and timely tax advice. That is one obligation of a tax agent. It is to provide accurate and timely tax advice. Tax agents must possess a deep understanding of tax laws and regulations in order to provide accurate and timely advice to their clients. And they should stay up to date with changes in tax law and ensure that the advice is tailored to the specific needs of the clients. So that's the first obligation towards the client. 2, prepare accurate tax returns. Prepare accurate tax returns. Tax agents are responsible for preparing accurate and compliance tax returns for their clients. And that involves gathering financial information that may entail applying tax laws correctly and also ensuring that all required documentation is included. That is preparing accurate tax returns. 3, representing clients in tax audits. Representing clients in tax audits, representing clients in disputes, and so on. Representing clients in tax audits, representing clients in tax disputes. Tax agents may represent clients in tax audits and disputes with tax authorities, and they should advocate for their clients' interests while maintaining professionalism and respect for the tax system. That is the 3rd obligation. The 4th obligation is maintaining confidentiality. Tax agents have an obligation to maintain confidentiality. They have a duty to maintain the confidentiality of their clients' tax information, and that includes protecting sensitive financial data and ensuring that confidential information is not disclosed to unauthorized parties. Maintaining confidentiality. 5, they have a responsibility to adhere to ethical standards. Tax agents have a duty to adhere to ethical standards. Tax agents must uphold ethical standards in their practice, and that includes avoiding conflicts of interest, maintaining objectivity, and acting honestly with integrity in all dealings with their clients and tax authorities. Adhering to ethical standards. So these are 5 obligations of tax agents. Then we are going to briefly say something about professional liability of tax agents. Now, tax agents can be held professionally liable for damages that is caused to their clients due to negligence, due to errors or omissions in their work. And such liability can arise from various situations, such as incorrect tax advice or even errors in tax return preparation. Professional liability. We are talking about professional liability of tax agents. Professional liability. Professional liability of the tax agents. We have said that such professional liability can arise from situations such as incorrect tax advice, incorrect tax advice. What does that mean? Now, if a client suffers financial losses due to incorrect tax advice provided by a tax agent, then the agent may be held liable for damages. Then number 2, errors in preparation of tax returns. Errors in tax returns preparation. This is another way in which the tax agent's professional liability may arise. If mistakes in tax return preparation lead to penalties or lead to additional tax liability for the client, then the tax agent may be held liable for compensation. So these are 2 ways in which a tax agent may be held liable as a result of incorrect tax advice or errors in tax returns preparation. Number 3 is negligence. Negligence in representing clients. Negligence in representing clients. Remember, under tax obligations, we say that the tax agent may represent clients in tax audits or tax disputes. So if a tax agent negligence in representing a client in a tax audit or dispute results in adverse consequences for the client, then the agent may be held liable. So these are 3 ways in which a tax agent may be held professionally liable. And candidates, to minimize their professional liability, tax agents should maintain adequate professional liability insurance. They may also engage in ongoing, continuing professional education and maintain detailed records of their work. That is one way in which the tax agent's professional liability may be minimized. Number 1, take a professional liability insurance. Number 2, engage in continuous education, professional education. Number 3, maintain detailed records of the work. And in conclusion, candidates, tax agents, at the beginning we said, play a pivotal role in the tax system. They provide valuable services to individuals and businesses as well as organizations. And their expertise, professionalism, and adherence to ethical standards are essential for ensuring fair and effective tax administration. So understanding their obligations and potential liabilities associated with tax practice is critical for tax agents to maintain their reputation and protect their clients' interests. So that will mark the end of our today's lesson, where we focused on tax agents, their appointment, obligations, and professional liability. In closing, I'm going to read to you today's revision questions. Number 1, what procedures or criteria govern the appointment of tax agents by clients? How do tax agents establish and maintain professional relationships with their clients? Number 2, what specific obligations do tax agents have towards their clients in terms of accurate filings, compliance, and representation? How do these obligations align with professional standards? Number 3, how does professional liability impact tax agents in their practice? What ethical considerations should tax agents uphold to minimize liability and maintain professional integrity? Number 4, what regulatory requirements or standards must tax agents adhere to in their practice? And how do these requirements ensure professionalism, competence, and ethical conduct? Attempt the questions before we meet in our next lesson, where we are going to study cancellation of agent's license. Bye-bye.